So, leveraging a couple of new cards here, we've got Tenacious Pup into Wanted Cutthroat. We just got pretty good curve for Wolf Beatdown. We've got no interaction game one, just looking to get bigger than people and race them. In the post-board games, we'll bring in, Flame Blessed Bolts, Burning Hands, and different ways to interact depending on what we're playing against. So let's go ahead and jump on into the matches here and see how they go. So, ooh, this is much better. Okay, so we were talking about interface not being clear. This Playblade update is actually phenomenal. I like this. It's very clear what format I'm playing and what we're doing here. I like this a lot. This is a solid upgrade. Quality of life improvements in my Magic arena. So, I would like to say that I think Alchemy has gotten an incredible amount of unfair flack when it comes to the arena economy. I would like to prefix what I'm about to say with the arena economy is predatory and anti-consumer and dog shit. Yes, all of those things are true. But, chat, what's not different and what's not unsure, I forgot to choose ranked, I'm going to concede here, is that Alchemy didn't make the economy meaningfully worse. In fact, in a number of ways, Alchemy actually improves the arena economy and makes it more player-friendly, but it doesn't fix all of the problems. It doesn't change the fact that the core system is shitty. So, people keep complaining about Alchemy because it's the new thing, and I get that it's hip to bitch about the new thing. So, Brawl, play, ranked. Okay, got it. Best of 3. Got it. We've navigated the Playblade. Hey, thanks for keeping me around, Kirkham. I appreciate the entire year. Welcome back. Boshek, thanks for the 39 months. We did get Brawl updates. The Brawl bans were good. I would have preferred Field of the Dead stay legal, but I also don't think it's terrible getting rid of it. Ugin and Agent of Treachery are just like A+ bans. Cards sucked. We shouldn't have conceded our unranked game, chat. Someone in chat said they want more rares to be uncommons for Alchemy? What are you smoking? Is it legal in your state? You want more rares to be uncommons? Chat, I have 604 uncommon rare wild cards. Oh, and it says traditional Alchemy ranked here. Neat. Yesterday there was an announcement on Brawl updates. I might need to restart the client. Yesterday we had trouble getting matches, and then we restarted the client, and it popped right up. Oh, no, we got one. Good stuff. It could just be because people are so, building decks and stuff, chat. Sure. Sand needs some lands, but otherwise it's fine. Is Alchemy standard but with balance patches? It's standard with balance patches and new direct-to-digital cards. If you haven't been able to keep up on the announcements, I have a full Alchemy card review here. There's 60 new cards that are direct-to-digital. The Brawl announcement was they banned Ugin, Agent of Treachery, and Field of the Dead. For people that care about Brawl. Night Pack Ambusher be an option in Wolves. If Magic Arena lets you play Night Pack Ambusher, you should contact support. Morning, Crudhumper. Yeah, Magic's pushing into, still has the classic mana screws, obviously, but they're pushing into the digital space like other card games have been. Their new format they released today focuses on purely digital designs. There is a gold bundle for Alchemy with a discount. That seems very reasonable. All right, so Burning Hands is obviously great. I think I'm actually going to trim the pack leaders. I just want to be a little bit bigger. It's time for the shuffler flattening. Squish it down. Squish it down. This seems great. Did you buy Alchemy packs or just use wild cards? Yes. So this makes our Kessig Naturalist be a 3/3 with Vigilance and Trample. I will say it's interesting that for these digital designs, they're still using Trample Vigilance counters instead of just saying, oh, it has this permanently as a modifier. Definitely fine trading either of these for both of their things here, so we'll go and attack with both. Counters are a tad weaker than perpetually in some edge cases, that is correct. Yeah, it could be Decandio. I feel like something like Tenacious Pup, though, is probably tedious to track in paper. Like, a design like this obviously isn't digital restricted if you don't mind tracking it, but, like, mentally and things to track across turns tend to get messy. Yeah, it could save this turn, but the card's pretty significantly weaker with it being this turn, right? Because if it's this turn, you can't, I'm gonna double block here so they can't just kill one of these and keep this alive. And I'm not going to double block here because they could have a removal spell with this red mana that they made. So every time this hits me, they grab a non-land card. Correct. It's not a one-drop threat if it's this turn. Well, our lack of spells here has not been great for him. I think I'm just gonna attack for 5 here and try and run them down. Us having Vigilance is nice into this. Yeah, I'd argue it's also easier to track things in the very early turns. Like, first spell you cast is like an easier metric to not forget than like something that could happen. Like, this could technically happen like 2 or 3 turns down the line, right? While other stuff is going on. So I assume they have a burn spell here, but I also can't really afford for this to get blocked. Yeah, so let's this first strike this down, but I think I'm okay with that exchange. Like, we got a 1-for-1 plus a little bit of tempo here. Really need a spell here. Yikes. We're probably dead. We are already thoroughly exceeding expectations by Alchemy actually functioning to start, yeah. Afternoon, Gandalf. We are able to play. Yeah, we played an entire match. We don't do a ton of deck donations in general anymore, Silver Oak. I intentionally upped the price of what I require for deck submissions to have fewer of them. Is by design. Having to play less questionable viewer submissions is a quality of life improvement. Patch just went live, Evan. Thanks for the biddies. So, we're in our second match here with Red Green Wolves. I think Blue Green Star in the Festival is going to be our second one. I wanted to start off the day on an easier mode. Playing something aggressive. We get a little bit more creative as the day goes on. We're going to be here for a little bit. Gotta mulligan this with no red, unfortunately. Yes, I am confident that the deck we are currently playing is tier 1 and anybody else playing anything else is strictly incorrect. I'll go ahead and just offer this trade. How many Alchemy decks do I think I will get to today? I don't know. How many terrible decks are we going to play today? Decks that are battle get played for less time. Yeah, really wish I would have, I wish I would have kept, if I would have known they were a control deck, I would have kept Tenacious Pup. If this was a 3-3, we'd be in a great spot right now. I literally saw a best decks in Alchemy video posted on YouTube last night. I have a dream of a world where content algorithms don't encourage people to post shit like that, but it's just not gonna happen. As someone who notably has his content do consistently poorly on YouTube, it's because of my refusal to post shitty stuff like that. And I can't say I even really blame people for posting stuff like that, but it just is what it is. I actually played a little bit of Runeterra last night, but I didn't really play with any of the new cards. I also, like, it'd been so long since I'd played Runeterra, like, there's a lot of cards that aren't brand new in this expansion that are still, like, new to me. So it's gonna take me a while to find my footing. Joke's on you, opponent. I just don't draw spells. Your card doesn't really do anything if I don't draw spells. Thanks. Oh, is that actually a mirror? That's hilarious. Thank you for the 7 months. Glad you enjoyed Silence. Thanks for the 3.5 years, Sal. That's quite some time. Welcome back. Well, for what it's worth, in Paper Magic, one of the things I always did was I always put a P versus D in the corner of my health pad to indicate if I was on the play or the draw for a given game. Alright, well, they are super dead, chat. Super D-duper dead. The old trample double strikes. Yep. Yeah, I tally for mulligans, too. Or a number of how many cards you started on. Definitely helped, helped indicate. It helped with judge calls, potentially, if someone was cheating. But it also helped write tournament reports after the fact. We did kind of build our own Embercleave there, didn't we? This deck that we're playing is relatively straightforward. If we have an okay set, we might even do a shorter session with this to get to some things that are a little bit more out there. But I wanted to get some Werewolves content onto YouTube today for that way people that are looking for a deck to just run people down with, they can have a baseline to work off of. Here's homework that chat usually likes to do. Anybody want to put some brain power into the blue-green Storm the Festival deck before we get to it, and give me a base to work off of when we get there? Feel free to throw something together and link it in chat. Those are adorable. Love it. You do, masculine. Only if I don't have to put lands in it. God bless. I think I'm just gonna Packleader so I can offer a trade here. A new era indeed, Cheesy. Thank you for the 2.5 years. Welcome back. Gosh, I'm honestly super surprised that Blizzard Brawl made it through that set of updates. No 2-drop here is great for us, obviously. Oh, by the way, that reminds me, I need to message my boss. Well, the what's it called? The next Hooglandia Open will definitely be on the 18th. She did actually just message me and ask if I wanted lunch, so she's gonna bring me lunch too, but we have a date set for the Hooglandia Open. I think we do this and attack here and then play another thing out here, try and generate a little bit tempo. Play and catch up because we were on the draw this game. We take this trade. Dead chip.
Fight with humans and werewolves alike.
Hey, Mono Blue Burn, thanks for the 15 months. Welcome back. 43 months is a long time. Welcome back, Nightmare. What's going on, Dean? Hey, bits for a donation deck. Bits are 5K is $50. That's true. I haven't taken in any deck submissions. So if you have an Alchemy deck that you'd like to see played, you can be the next deck for a $50 tip. If you have something that you want me to work on a little bit. Otherwise, we're still going to be changing decks every 60 to 90 minutes of my own volition. And I don't really have any firm plans of what exactly we're doing today. I think we're going to play with Storm the Festival. But beyond that, I haven't really made too many decisions. We did play Zarina for almost 2 hours this morning. Both that Pokemon and the balance patch seem great for Unite. Dead to Inscription here. Anecdotal. Thanks for the sub-gifties. Good morning, good morning. I get a raise, you get a raise. Congrats on your raise. Gonna die to this trampler, chat. Yeah, I really needed two things here. Hey, nice, Juggalos. So we definitely want the Burning Hands. I think Packleader gets wildly outclassed in this matchup. Honestly, I could see Avabruck Caretaker being okay here, although we did die before we got to that point of the game. Maybe I just want 4 Burning Hands in my sideboard. It's probably not unreasonable. So the Wolf from the Rangers class comes in with a +1/+1, but they had a 5/5 with Trample, and I have to block every one of their creatures, and I'm at 1 non-fluent. So I'm dead on board there, even if I play my cards out. Thanks for the follows, Top Deck Goblin and Will Swen. If you're new to a channel like those folks, welcome. My name's Jeff Hoagland. I stream full-time here on Twitch in general. Magic the Gathering is a primary game that I play. It's probably about half of my content these days. We always play a ton of Constructed. I'm super excited for the future of Magic and Alchemy. Alchemy is basically something I've been wishing for since Arena. Honestly, even before Arena. Like, getting to see what other card games got to do with digital designs. It's awesome to see Magic break into the space. Usually play a lot of different constructed decks every single day, usually 2 to 3 or more on days like this when we get something new. So we'll be changing decks every 60 to 90 minutes as we rotate through a bunch of different ideas. Savaril, thanks for the subgifty. Good morning, good morning. Stunami, thank you for the almost 3 years. Appreciate you hanging out. Mobile update is live. Get in here. Lupine Harbinger. I don't know what Lupine Harbinger does. Oh, the Foretell Wolf. I think that card's kind of too slow for this deck. I think if I wanted a piece at top end, I'd play like Caretaker in the main. Those are the best Coons, where you like interview for another job and then you don't actually have to change jobs because your existing place is like, nah, we'll keep you. Here's a raise. How do I like the series overall? I would recommend Mass Effect to anyone who enjoys story shooters. It's a good story overall. I think like all story shooters, Mass Effect's combat, especially in the boss fights, tends to get a little bit annoying / mediocre at times, but in general, the characters are well written and the quests felt meaningful. I enjoyed the story that was told up until the end. I don't think I would put Mass Effect among my top games of all time, but I do think I would put it among my top story shooters of all time. But that's a personal preference too. I think we just do this to push damage. I could like play this as a 4/4 and then like attack and throw this away to draw a card, but that seems not great. I'm putting Mass Effect Andromeda on my watch list to pick it up on sale on the PlayStation Store eventually, but not in the short term. We're gonna start the Ruined King on Monday. What PlayStation 5 games? Did you previously have a PlayStation 4, or have you not played PlayStation exclusives before? The new Guardian of the Galaxies game, we've not played it on stream yet, but this is actually the first and only physical PlayStation 5 game I own. It was $30 on Amazon, which like 50% off of a brand new game is unheard of. Yeah, Ghost of Tsushima and God of War are the top PlayStation specific picks that you should get right away. God of War is S tier. Final Fantasy VII Remake is also really good. So do I want to draw a card or do I want to get Arlinn down sooner? I think I want to draw a card. This also enters as a 4/4. And then if we're really good, this will draw us another 1-drop to play out here. They have another Blizzard Brawl and a Snow... Oh wait, this counts as a Snow Permanent, right? Another Blizzard Brawl could mess us up. I think they're talking to... Assassin's talking to Phoenix Yangar. They're aware. I don't care for Souls game. Yeah, Tenacious Pup is just a new format staple. This card's super reasonable. They don't really print super good 1-drops anymore. So this is definitely a cut above. Bit of a misclick there from the opponent. That's unfortunate for them. They needed to float mana before they use this. So they missed. I assume they wanted to level this. So I could Rangers class. If I Rangers class and level it, this gets to a 6/6, which lets it punch through, which is nice. And this has Vigilance from the pup. So doesn't die in combat, gets me a chunky blocker, draws me a card. Feels good, man. Yeah, it gives Vigilance and Trample, in addition to gaining you a life. Yikes. They get aggressive here, we can kill them with a backswing. Can I kill them either way? I can, so these are gonna double up here again, but I can Arlinn as a 5/5 with Trample Haste. Yeah, I think we just ship. I think we do this. And then their stuff's gonna double. But if I attack with everything, these two have trample. I think they're dead. Math. Will I be playing Historic with the new Alchemy balance cards? I will not be playing Historic of my own volition until next week. My plan for today, tomorrow, and the weekend is to play just Alchemy. If we have a Historic donation deck, I'll dip into it a little bit, but as long as I'm picking the decks, I'm expecting Alchemy content to do better than Historic, so I'm gonna focus on that. I'm also more interested in Alchemy than Historic, personally. Like, there are some cards that are going to impact Historic, but, like, you're still going to have to sit through getting Cat Ovened, which, let's be honest, Jack, getting Cat Ovened is actually awful. It did seem like WotC listened to me for Broman requests. To be fair, I didn't ask for bans. I wanted them pushed up a competitiveness level, but tomato, tomato, kinda. Do we feel like Alchemy will be significantly different than Standard? 100%. Not close. So we get to burn this to the ground. And then they either give me a card out of their deck or let me eat the 2/2. And this is similar templating to the Rogue, where even if they kill this, any other wolf can attack to let me cast that card later. Now who's laughing, opponent? Does it feel to have your busted cards used against you? Maybe I'm supposed to play this out there. The extra wolf. What is this attack? Okay. I even have Forest to leverage the bonus here, which is great. First strike is busted, chat. It's a good keyword. So, all Brawl is digital, right? I assume we can use the digital only stuff in the rebalance cards and all the Brawl types. Would be my expectation. This attack is aggro, chat. You're confused why the format with the deeper card pool has a larger deck restriction? Really? Can we think about it for a second? It's really not that confusing, I promise. Not playing snow basics is biting me in the ass here, chat. Do I trade these? I think I trade these. Commander uses 100 card decks in Singleton because people want a variety of play patterns. Yeah, you should be playing Snow Basics in this deck. I'm just not because I hate them. Oh! Ow! All right, let's put a fourth Burning Hands in our sideboard. Definitely going to be plenty of other green decks in this format. It is a skill-based game, Slam Dunk, thanks for the 19 months. It's very easy to tell that Magic's a skill-based game when I win. When I lose, it's all variance, though. Switch to Snow Basics? No! You can't make me! They're my basics, and I'll play the strictly worst ones that I like how they look if I want to. Eat your Snow Basics, Jeff. No! It's my alchemy match and I'll lose if I want to. Play the lands I want to. I love my basics. Do 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 do. I am afraid to answer the question with has the client been stable so far today with yes, because I feel like I am tempting fate. But so far, yes, the answer is the answer to your question. Just keep telling yourself you're playing around with Dean, so your choice isn't strictly worse. There you go. There you go. The real big brain play.
Fight for humans and werewolves alike.
Yes, it's optionally untapped if you go second. So it could give you a scry if you prefer a scry and don't need the untapped land. Really love the design on this one. It's possible I should be playing more than 2, honestly. Yeah, this card's great. This is a format staple, chat.
Tonight we go home.
Format staple, Tenacious Pup. For sure. I have a pup trigger hanging out over here, by the way. It's really nice that this hangs out here to remind you that it's going to happen, by the way. Love this interface reminder. Classic Watsy shill praising the arena interface. It's true, you know. Alright, I think we just take this opportunity to level our classes and start attacking. Also gets us to nighttime, which is nice. It's beginning to feel a lot like Innistrad, a bloody time of year. The wolves play in the snow, the vampires are in the know. That's all I got. That's all I got. We're going okay there for a second, chat. I just couldn't. We're getting close. I can parody Christmas music, right? It's December 9th. It's not too early for that. These bloodcasters are probably going to flip over here. They flipped us back to day as well. So this Dorko has first strike, which is why they've kind of gummed up the board. They get 2 pieces of blood from this. And I think we just go wide with the pack soap here, right? And like hope this peels inside of combat for us. Just say, hey, look, a distraction.
Must resist its call.
Wargy Corgi, thanks for the 27 months. Welcome back. Gonna have a third 4/4 next turn, which is nice. You can find in the video description of my Alchemy review, there are links to. All right, going wide worked out. Good stuff. Good stuff. Kessig Naturalist seems pretty mediocre into their 3/3 first striker. Flame Blast Bolt seems okay. This Packleader seems potentially okay too. Choose your weapon could be fine as like a combat trick into their first striker and also deals with their flyers. I don't know if I want Burning Hands or not. They do have some things I don't mind killing that die to 2s. Maybe we'll cut all of these 2/1s for 1 and just bring in more removal. Yeah, I mostly have this for the control match. I think there's a good chance we get beat down in a lot of games before we can leverage this. How much we need to do a decathlon event series for plebs of Hoaglandia? I don't know what that means, I'm a JoJo. This is gonna be like the new block constructed? No, think of it as standard plus. It's standard with a bunch of good extra things. It's standard. This format is the Brewer's standard. The top decks will get made worse through nerfs. Bad cards will get made better through buffs, and there will just be more total cards to play with. This format is a godsend to anybody that doesn't want to just sit and hammer meta decks all day. If they do it right, you should always have something interesting to do in this format. The devil's gonna be in the details to see how frequently they balance and change things. Bits for snow lands. Chad, I like my lands. Why you have to be so mean to my lands? I like my lands. Nope, they banned Field, Agent of Treachery, and Ugin in Brawl. I think I'm jumping this to deny them card draw. They are all excellent bans, I agree. I could have gone either way on Field of the Dead. Ugin and Agent are excellent bans. Fuck those cards. Wizards of the Coast 100% has people that watch all of the top content creators for their game LinkedIn, including the stream. For what it's worth, I know for a fact that I'm at least partly responsible for the fact that Teferi Time Raveler got banned in Historic long before it got banned anywhere else. I think that's really speculative and funny, Dominion. The doom saying about the death of paper magic is something magic boomers need to just, like, fucking stop with. Paper magic isn't going anywhere. The only thing that's happening with paper magic is a bunch of people who were too stupid to realize that casual magic drove paper magic for a long time are finally waking up and realizing that casual magic is what drives paper magic. Chat, most of these paper magic formats have never been particularly popular. Like, Paper Standard was long unpopular before Arena ever existed. Alchemy won't be the reason that Papered Standard slowly dies off. It was dying off of its own accord, chat. Oh, you know what? I probably should have killed this beforehand. You saw that a lot with things like the MPL and the Pro Tour, right? Just a bunch of people thought they were a lot more important than they actually were to Wizards' bottom line, and they're salty and lashing out when they find out that they're not. Oh, Decathlon is an Arena announcement. I have no idea. I don't follow Arena announcements, chat. Oh, you have to play in a bunch of things? Probably not. That sounds like I'll read it later and give you an answer, but the answer is probably not. I think the out here is flip this and then change some stuff off the top. So let's try. Yikes. Yikes. I don't even think that's really true, DMS. I think Standard was going down long before they got rid of the competitive circuit. If anything, I think Magic Arena did a good job of extending Standard's lifespan past what it otherwise would have been if Standard if Arena didn't exist. Standard meta's been terrible forever now. Insert always has been .meme. Perfect. Drop a Rangers class. A lot of people like to act like the issues that Standard had in recent memory were like unique and new and Wizards started doing something different. But the reality is Standard's not meaningfully different now than it was decades ago. We just have more information today to make informed decisions and actually see what the problems are. Think we pup into Stormseeker here? Yeah, there were a few good ones sprinkled in there. Like, GRN Standard was genuinely good, and RTR Standard was fine. And the funny part is, even if you go back to those formats that I would tell you were like the objectively good Standard formats, they were still filled with endless bitching from the player base, right? Like, think of how many Carnage Tyrant complaints you heard during that time period, chat. So this adds first strike, so I need to get this up to a 4th point of toughness. We got Rangers class leveled, so we'll give this haste. We'll attack with both of these. We'll get to draw a card here. No, people complained before Hydra Crisis existed. Like during just RTR Standard, people complained about Carnage Tyrant, or during GRN Standard before Hydra Crisis was added. Opponent being on the draw this game was just not able to get underneath us efficiently. Florian. Florian is very good to press your advantage when you're ahead, but it's kind of awkward when you're not. They're spending mana to spin tires here. Just desperately looking for a removal spell. Okay, they found one. My dojo does not contain fear, chat. And neither does theirs. Sometimes you should be afraid. Sometimes a little fear goes a long way. Crunch. Johnny Chaos, thanks for the 3/4 year. I appreciate you repping those Bezo bucks. Welcome back this morning. Yeah, I actually agree, Doggett. While Teferi obviously was a rancid stain, I actually liked a lot of that format too. Like, we've got two planeswalkers in my hands right now.
Feel your hair standing on end? Our hunt draws near.
Yeah, Navier, we talked about that too. It should just say best of 1 and best of 3 inside the deck editor though. They should just, the flagging things as traditional was a mistake from the start. It should just be rebranded everywhere. But yeah, overall the play blade upgrades here are excellent. I like that it tells me what my previous part was. Like, do you want to queue traditional alchemy ranked again? I would like to play traditional alchemy ranked again. They haven't fully done away with traditional, Quasi. Slow and steady. Get rid of it in some spots. That's good. Yeah. Up to over 1,000 people in here for some alchemy already today. You love to see it. Remember, if you're not able to be around for all the alchemy this week, I'm going to be streaming like the next 10 days straight with alchemy stuff. Be sure to give a sub to the Daily Deck Digest on YouTube. The absolute best alchemy decks that I play every single day are going to end up there in a highlight with their best games. Hi,
what
honey.
do I get if I subscribe?
You get if you subscribe, you get excellent content right in your feed.
That's exactly what I'm looking for.
That's great. Thank you, honey. This hand's great. We're on the draw, so all 3 of these lands are untapped. Untapped on 1, 2, 3. We get to go Pup into Cutthroat, I think. We'll see what they're doing. What deck they're playing might dictate what we do here. What a plains? Kind of looked like a mountain to start. Yeah, I think I want to Cutthroat. Yeah, you'll get mileage out of Forsaken Crossroads if you're playing Alchemy. This card's great. Very, very possible I should be playing more than I am in here. Oh my gosh, do they not have anything? Holy crap. This could be a Doomscar. And take this opportunity to resolve my Planeswalker.
You wanna fight me and my pack? Good luck.
It does, Werewolves. All right, I'm gonna mute a little bit so I can eat my lunch while we chat.
We'll catch you.
Well, sometimes they have stone cold nothing, huh? Beep, beep. Liberator and Caretaker sound nice. I guess? I don't know. I kind of like our main deck here. Maybe Naturalist is worse than Liberator. I mean, our main deck actually seems pretty good this matchup. I'm going to be peak Twitch chat, and I'm going to kind of land on the draw after I'm boarding in a 6 drop. Thanks for the 26 months, King Nuck. Welcome back. I would like the record to reflect we've not drawn any sideboard cards, so I'd be mana screwed this game even if I hadn't cut a land, so, you know, is what it is.
Wait for the perfect moment to strike. The hunter becomes the hunted.
Let's start here. And then I think I plus for mana, so this doesn't die to a single angel in combat, and then play Reckless Stormseeker.
retreat into the night.
So I think we do this here, and then we ship, and they can eat the Stormseeker, but then they take 6 and we draw 2. Hey, chat. The flavor text on this is super good with our friend. Actually just dead. Actually just dead. That was great. Yeah, we have Embercleave at home, chat. We have Wolfcleave. All right, I like to end our decks on a high note. So this deck's been good, but I wanna explore some other things in the format. I don't know that I have anything else to change. There's obviously gonna be room to work on the details here, but this core is just like 4 of all the good wolf cards, right? Like both Tenacious Pup and Rahilda here feel like they are solid upgrades to this archetype for sure. So, yeah.